What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cannabis back in this motherfucker with another motherfucking video. Escape from Tarkov just came out with their motherfucking update today. So let's see what it's doing, you heard? All control settings have been reset to default. Action melee weapon has been reassigned to you. Melee attack has been reassigned to you on double click. Added a new action mount weapon on V. Added a new action toggle bipod on V plus left control. Added a new action smooth scope zoom adjustment on Alt plus scroll up, scroll down. Please try these settings in game before changing them. Okay. Wait, what happened to the wipe though? Oh, I'm on my PvE mode, that's why. Alright. I'm like, what happened to wipe? But I forgot PvE it doesn't wipe anymore, but PvP does. There's also a new transit mode that I heard about. Welcome to Escape from Tarkov. In this game, you'll have to fight for life and survive the perilous of Tarkov, a Russian city in the North region on the brink of chaos and collapse. Your character is an operator of a private military company caught in a maelstrom of events right after the contract wars. The area is sealed off and your operational command is not responding. Previous mission objectives have lost their purpose. Everybody has personal goals now. Adapt and survive. Escape the blockade or try to save others. Be prepared to die and lose everything you had with you in every raid you enter. Keep that in mind. Every drop in your internet connection or network hardware malfunction can lead to disconnection from the game with the consecutive death of your character and loss of all gear you had with you or found within your raid. Yes, you will die and most probably very often, but remember, this is still a game. Best of luck out there. Word. And you can put it in English, German, Dutch, and French. We're going to keep it as I smoke cannabis because you already know the vibes. We went with Bear last time. We're going to pick Yusek because Yusek, when we go to Lighthouse, we won't have to worry about the fucking um, Raiders as much. So we'll go with Yusek. We're going to pick Hudson, maybe Blackburn. We'll go Blackburn. And since my brother who's deceased, voice name is Josh, we'll pick Josh.
You need to be worried about Bear.
Day pack, he gave us some water, MRE, M855s. That's just the normal shit you usually start off with. I have the Edge of Darkness edition, so we start off with a little bit more. We start off with an M4 590A1. We got the M700 over here. Got a mechanism bag, the cat. Knife, we'll take that one. Put this on our MDR. Put this on our character. Take this little hat off. Put a helmet on. Take a couple nades. Take a stun. And we'll put this in our gamma pouch. Put this right here. And we'll take an AFAC. And a CMS kit. That should be good for our first raid. Let's see our tasks. Gotta go to traders. Shooting cans. So yeah, we're gonna go to ground zero, our first couple tasks. Okay. Start our first matchup of the new season. But as you can see, y'all, that's gonna be like basically the news of what's going on right now. I will show you guys real quick though what the new update looks like. So the new update. Once this loads up, you can just go here, news, and then here's this right here. All right, so the new update features a full profile wipe, new content, which is factory rework. All textures and geometry of the plant building, its interior room cellars, structures, and machinery have been completely redesigned while maintaining the general dimensions and layout of their original location. Rooms, basements, and workshops have been refined while maintaining the large-sized objects of the original location. Some areas of the plant and cellar area that connects all four workshops have been expanded. Added outdoor areas around the plant, added several new crosswalks at dead-end locations, improved the upper level area in the workshops for easier accessibility, adjusted the spawns and extracts for PMCs and scavs to match the expanded areas, improved the AI behavior for all location layout changes, redistributed the loot and containers throughout the location, and added new tasks to the location. So that's factory. They got a new rework of it. They changed it up a little bit. We got new bosses. Partisan, not much is known about his background. People say that he is a combat veteran and has been obsessed with tripwires and booby trapping since those days. He's on good terms with Jaeger. Their goals and moral compasses seem to be aligned, or perhaps it's their military past that binds them together. The boss acts alone. He installs tripwires, actively uses grenades, can move quietly through the terrain, and track his target for a long time across the whole location. No shit. So now we got Karma, added a new hidden perimeter Karma. The Karma value changes depending on the player's actions. Generally, it can be increased by adhering to a more open playstyle and decreased for a dishonest playstyle. The number of triggers that change the value of Karma will always be increasing, and the triggers themselves will be adjusted and balanced further. Map to map travel, which is new. So now basically we can go from map to map without ever having to actually end your raid. So if you wanted to go, say, factory and then go over to whatever it leads to, which I think factory leads into customs, if I'm not mistaken. And then customs, you can go over to woods, or you can also go to shoreline. So it's just going to be from map to map to map, basically all into one, and it's all going to be basically where you can go in every map without ever having to leave the raid. So during the marathon event, location transits will only be available in the corresponding game mode. Marathon is available only in PvP mode. Players will receive a unique achievement for completing the marathon event, and after the event is over, all location transits will become available in all raids. Added the ability to travel from one location to another. To move to another location, the player must enter the transit zone and select the appropriate option in the context menu. location transits are available after 7 minutes from the start of the raid. So you basically can't go to it until 7 minutes are up. During the transit, the player will be able to transfer some of the items found in raid, which will be moved to stash for a certain price. Oh, so you can also put stuff already in your stash so you don't have to worry about it. That's good. After transferring the items, the transit timer will begin. When activating the transit and transferring items, the ability to exit the current location will become unavailable and the player will be forced to use the transit. So that means you will have to move to the next location and then you would have to get out of that one. When attempting to transit in a group, players can use the transit only if all living members of the group are in the transit zone. If several players who are not in the same group use the transit at the same time, they'll be transferred to the next location together. Solo players can join a group and also transit to the next location together. Okay, so that's not bad. So you can team up with other players that you find in lobby, and basically you guys can transit to another location together. Tripwires added the tripwire installation feature, a single-use consumable item. The tripwire installation kit is required to install the tripwire. The item cannot be found in raid or bought on the flea market. The kit will be available for purchase after completing Jaeger's task chain. When the item is in inventory, the player gets access to the tripwire mode by using the B key on appropriate grenades. The grenade must be in the hands to switch to tripwire mode. Okay. Bipods and weapon mounting. Added the ability to mount weapons and use bipods. So that's new. A new hideout zone gear rack. Now we got the gear rack zone is added to the extended part of the hideout and has 3 upgrade levels. Each level adds a mannequin which can be used to display any gear equipable on your PMC. You can equip gear from the mannequin or exchange the gear already equipped by your PMC for the mannequin's gear. Pouch items and special slot items do not apply to equipping and exchanging. Mannequin gear is displayed in the list of kits window. You can equip a kit from a mannequin there. New hideout zone, cultist circle. The new cultist circle is located outside the main hideout. You can sacrifice up to 5 items to the cultist circle. The value of each sacrificed item is added up. This total determines the value of items received as a gift from the cultists, which the cultists usually give you better items. The cultists cannot deliver items while you are in the hideout. If the value of a single sacrifice is above a certain threshold, there is a 25% chance to receive items needed for active tasks and unfinished hideout zones. The value of the sacrificed items is further increased by the bonuses from sacred amulets and hideout management skills. Players who have purchased the Unheard of edition will have the cultist circle built instantly. So that's basically if you got the Unheard of edition, which if everybody knows and who has been playing Tarkov, they had the Edge of Darkness edition, which was the best edition you could get, and then basically maybe 3, 4, 5 months ago, they dropped the Unheard of edition, charged an extra $100, and basically you get more shit, but everyone started bitching at them saying, Edge of Darkness was supposed to be the best edition, so they basically gave us everything. They gave the Unheard of edition, but they're giving obviously the Unheard of edition still some bonuses that we won't get just because they did pay the extra $100. Now, AI enemy reaction systems added variation in AI behavior when spotting another AI or player in PvE mode. Behavior model is chosen depending on the lore relationship between the factions. Possible reactions: instant aggression and attack, friendly unless shown aggression, total friendliness, warning and attacking if not obeyed, neutral unless shown aggression. Okay. So the choice of whether to be aggressive depends on the mood of the bot and the faction of the target. For example, if an AI bear encounters an AI USEC, they are more likely to engage them, but not necessarily 100%, than they would be if they encountered another AI bear. The decision whether to be aggressive or peaceful is made for both player scavs and player PMCs. Okay, so that's new. That's going to be something to get into. New weapons, equipment, and loot. We got the IWI Uzi 9x9 submachine gun, IWI Uzi Pro pistol submachine gun. We got the IWI Uzi Pro SMG 9x 19 submachine gun, and then we got the SR3M9X39 compact assault rifle, the Magnum Research Desert Eagle. So they just bought in the Desert Eagle. Okay, we got the U.S. Ordnance M60 E4 and the E6 7.62x51 light machine gun. Updated weapon models: the ASVAL, the VSS, the PP91, and the PP9. New caliber 50 Action Express, new ammo 50 AE FMG, AJHP, and AE Copper Solid. AE Hawk JSP. So that's all new ammo I don't even know about yet. So it's a lot to learn, y'all. There's a lot of new updates. There's a lot of new fixes. So this is going to be a good wipe. Obviously, it's usually every 6 months. So pretty much we have a lot of content to be made this way. That was 16 minutes of just talking and showing you guys what the fuck's going to be going on, the new updates, what's supposed to be happening. You already know the motherfucking vibes from your boy Cannabis. Ski!